Tell us what you know about Chief Cono. That's what brought out the crowd.
Well, Chief Cono and his squaw are buried over next to the fence over here. They're buried sitting up, I understand. That's what I'm told.
Do they have a stone or headstone or anything? So you don't know exactly where it is.
About where them two pine trees is, isn't it? Yeah.
Earl Shaw used to have the plat of the cemetery. He's lost it, so we don't know any more than what's in our memories.
Well, the 1881 history had 1865 to 1875. Is that what I?
Yes.
And then she was 1880-ish. Sometime it said so.
Yeah.
The Indians got shipped off to Kansas, and he came back. So, and it had several different little items in there and different.
Did your dad's or great grandfather, how many greats, settled out here pretty darn early?
When was your farm? Your century farm, how much older than a century is it?
Well, 86, I think.
Yeah, 86, okay. But that was early. Now, Cono might have been must have been gone by then.
There's only been 3
Yeah,
names on the farm.
right.
Brown, Hexam, Sayers.
Yeah.
And this was originally Cono Township too, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they had a schoolhouse named Cono? Cono?
There were two.
And where was that located at?
Well,
I know you remember
I
that.
can see.
Uh-huh.
Right across from Jerry Zavodsky's.
Here someplace.
Really? And why is it you think it's here?
Pardon?
Why do you think it's here, up here?
Well, I was told when I was young,
Well, I think
Buck and the squaw were buried here.
Between these, how long these pines been here for?
Well, my brother donated these 4, and I was there, 10 years old?
Okay.
It's right in here.
You think it's right here in here, Mac?
Yeah.
And they weren't necessarily buried. How were they?
Pardon?
They weren't necessarily buried. How were
no,
they?
they're sitting up
Well,
on the ground.
if you call it Indian burial,
Okay.
they don't bury them.
Ooh, you found this.
They're just set up and dirt over them.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't believe in
sitting
putting
up.
them below the ground.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's why there were mounds. That's where the mounds came from. That's why they were
And setting up.
mounds. That's everyone that was
That's
buried
what I'm told. I
either
don't know.
sitting up or laying on the ground and covered with dirt.
And then someone eventually built a covering for him some years later. So somewhere I have read was that he used to help the early settlers and whatever he could do, and that she did later also.
Yeah.
Is that what you had heard, the story you had heard?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In what way did they help them?
They made wood with an axe for their.
Chop wood and
Chop
cut
wood.
it, or for their building things?
So it's civilization on top of civilization. I found artifacts in fields where,
What range you find some more?
before, from 5000 BC to the Woodlands period in 1700. So, and on the same field within 100 yards of the same location. So it's just one civilization on top of another.
It's
Just like
called
this Indian mound over here, we have white people buried right next or on top of this Indian mound right over